Hello and welcome back to another episode of Comfort Food with Uncle Dan. I know it's been a while since I've been on. Thank you for rejoining me. We've had a lot going on. I've sold my business and that was a lot. That took a lot of my time. But we're starting a new series. Our oldest son is getting married in October, and he and his bride has asked us to cater the rehearsal dinner, which is a great honor for me. Number one, I can't think of a better gift to give anybody than good homemade food. But to have them come and ask if Dad could prepare the meal, I was very touched, very honored. So what I am doing is we're testing recipes. They live quite a ways away from us, so hopefully, they'll be able to see the videos and see what's going into their meal. And I want to test these. I want to fine tune recipes. I've made a few videos of comfort food, of just the basic, using basic pantry ingredients and stuff, and that's not what this is. I really do know how to cook. We're gonna make everything from scratch the most we can. We're making essentially it's gonna be a pasta bar, fresh lasagna, homemade. Everything will be homemade in that, including the pasta. Just a wide variety of Italian dishes. We're gonna start today with stuffed shells. These stuffed shells they're so delicate, delicious. They're fantastic. The first thing I need to do is get the water on to boil. I've got to get the shells in, get those going, because they're going to take a minute to cool down. So bear with me while we get some water boiling. I did get this going on the stove, so we don't have to wait too long. So you want to get a pot of boiling water. I don't have sea salt. Normally I'd put sea salt in, but we're going to salt our water pretty heavy because we're using boxed shells for this. I got the jumbo shells. These were as big as I could get at our local store, but they're gonna grow a little bit in the water. Our filling's gonna be ricotta cheese, Parmigiano Reggiano, spinach. And again, it's so light, delicate. Our sauce will be homemade tomato sauce. We'll get that going as soon as we get the pasta on. Okay, I've got a nice boil going. And like I said, this is we're just testing my recipes. So I'm not gonna make the whole box. I'll probably I'll do half the box. Renee and I can have this for dinner. Okay, we'll get our pasta on. And again, it's just heavy salt. You want it to taste like the ocean, salt water. So we'll get this boiling up to a rapid boil. The package, the directions on this says to boil these for 12 minutes to done. That's gonna be too long because they're gonna finish off in the oven. I want these to be al dente. Al dente is to the tooth. So it's gonna have not quite done. So they're calling for 12 minutes. I'm gonna pull these at about 9 minutes to check them. We should be right on the money on that. So we're gonna move this over to the stove and let it finish. Okay, now we're gonna start our sauce. We've got the pasta on to boil. Like I said, about 9 minutes. We're gonna check it. We're gonna make a very, very simple tomato sauce. Anybody can do this at home. It's light, it's fresh, and again, it's pretty delicate. We're gonna start off with 3 cloves of garlic. Now you can, I was gonna say you could leave this out. You really can't on this particular one. We don't want a lot of garlic. We're not going for that. We're not going for the taste that you get from the jars and all that. So 3 cloves, smash it, and then you can peel them right away. I'm sure you've seen how to do that. Okay. Garlic. We're gonna get our pan going. Low, medium heat. We're not trying to burn anything. We're going to take our time and kind of enjoy the process. I don't know about you, but spending time in the kitchen, creating recipes, making old recipes, finding new recipes, that's for me. That's my comfort. That's how I deal with the stresses of life and you know, we all have things going on, and we've had our share. That's for sure. So I enjoy this. I like to take my time and really try to create something. Olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, just a little bit. That's probably 2 teaspoons. We're gonna let that warm up. Our garlic is ready. Garlic press. And let's wait for our oil. Garlic in. Little trick to prevent the garlic from burning. Add a little bit of water. Just a little bit, and that's going to help prevent that garlic from burning. Because it'll burn quick. All right, the garlic is done. It didn't take long. We are going to add tomatoes. You can make this homemade, but the tomato puree, the particular brand I use is Acento. It's very, very good. Let's give this a mix. Get all that garlic mixed in. We are going to add maybe half a teaspoon of salt. And let that simmer. Now this is going to simmer for about 20 minutes. And we'll start and we'll keep adding to it from there. Like our pasta, let's put this on the stove. Now we have to make our filling. Very easy. Fresh baby spinach. You can use frozen. To me, this is cheaper, and it's just better. Right into the pan. That looks like a lot, but as you'll see here, real quick, it's gonna wilt down to almost nothing. No oil, no salt, we don't need it. We don't want it to burn, so we gotta keep moving it around. But this is gonna release enough water to do what it needs to do. That's going. Let's start making our mix. Ricotta cheese. This particular brand is pretty dry. If you open it up and there's water, a lot of liquid, go ahead and strain it. You're not going to want all that liquid in your filling. Okay, that's coming along nice. And for the amount of shells I have, we're going to use about half of this container. That should be good. Keep an eye on our spinach. You can throw this in boiling water. That'll like 30 seconds. It'll be done. I like doing it this way. You just feel like you're doing something. It's already reducing down by a lot. Okay, with the ricotta cheese, we need to add 1 egg. What the egg is going to do is kind of protect this ricotta. If we don't put an egg in, when it bakes in the oven, it's just going to get really hard and crumbly and not smooth and silky like we want it. So 1 egg, crack it into a bowl first, so you don't have any shells, and just goes right in. Almost there. I wish you could smell that. I guess what I could do is invent some sort of smell-o-vision. Okay. While this is working, let me check my sauce. Beautiful. Pasta. It's coming right along. And this is what we're looking for in our spinach. Get it nice and wilted. Mixing up our egg and cheese. Nice mix. Nice and smooth. Okay, our spinach is done. So that whole pan reduced down to about that. So it looked like a lot, but it really wasn't. We're going to black pepper. So that's it. Black pepper. As much as you like. You don't have to use it at all if you don't want to. And we want a little bit of nutmeg, ground nutmeg. That's a ½ teaspoon. Mix. Right. Our spinach can go in. Now we do want to give this a really good mix. Look how beautiful that is. There we go. Nice creamy. One more ingredient. Parmigiano or Reggiano. This is going to make this silky, silky smooth. And you want quite a bit. I probably went with I would say a 1/4 cup there. That is not Parmesan cheese. Please don't get the grated stuff out of the jar. That's not cheese. Parmesan Reggiano is what we're going to use. Nice mix. There we go. Our filling is done. Set that to the side. We can move our pan out of the way. And let's check our pasta. Whew, that is hot, hot, hot. That one has ripped. That's why you don't want to get them overdone, because you're not going to be able to fill them if they're too soft. Ours are perfect. They're ready to pull out. Strain these. And they need to cool. We're not going to be able to handle these right now. Very hot. Perfect. They've still got a little bite to them. We have our oven preheated to 350 degrees. And our sauce is coming. We're almost there. This stage with the sauce about halfway through, we're going to take fresh basil. Do not cut this on the board. Don't use scissors, use your hands. Otherwise all the flavor, the oils are going to stay on your cutting board. Just rip it. Just tear the pieces off. We're going to we want the basil flavor, so we're going to put quite a bit in. That just rip it. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's so good. Nice fresh basil. A couple more. There we go. Basil's in. Garlic's in. Sauce just needs to sit for. Give it another 5 minutes. Let all those flavors get friendly with each other. Yep. Okay, our sauce is done. We're just gonna let this sit off to the side. We don't need it right this second. Baking dish. Well, I do need a little bit of that. We're going to take a little bit of the sauce and and just coat the bottom. You want a pretty good amount. Number one, is going to keep it from sticking, but also it's just adding flavor to our shells. So we can get this to move around. You can see what I got going on. It's just a nice bed of sauce. These should be cool enough to use. Again, very delicate. As much filling as you'd like. But let's go ahead and fill these guys up. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Set that in. Something that the kids could definitely help with. Don't have to be perfect, but they will be. Get our shells open. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these, and we'll be right back. Okay, our shells are done. I've got a few left over. We're not going to waste them. I don't know, I probably have 6 or 7 of them. I ran out of filling. But I'm going to use those for something else and just add a little sauce to it and have a light lunch. That sounds pretty good. Okay, we are full, but we're not done. To go one level up, we're going to take our sauce and carefully give each one some sauce right on top of that ricotta mixture. I don't want these to swim in the sauce. Again, this is nice and delicate. I keep saying that because it really is. It is so soft, melt in your mouth. The sauce is very fresh. We're gonna go with another coating of our Parmigiano Reggiano, and we're going right over the top. This one's gonna get pretty generous. There we go. This is going to, when it heats up, this is going to disappear in all the sauce and all the different cheeses. One more step. Fresh mozzarella. Please do not get the bagged shredded. I don't care who made it. Try to get some fresh. If you can get buffalo mozzarella, it's even better. Super, super creamy. I couldn't find it in the store. So what we're gonna do, these are pre-sliced, it's what they had. We're just gonna kind of rip these and lay them on top. They're gonna melt so they don't have to be perfect right now. There we go. Guys, if you go to your favorite Italian restaurant and they don't serve homemade stuffed shells, either ask them to or go somewhere else. Or better yet, watch this video, learn how to do it at home. It takes maybe a half hour to do. A little longer when you try to make a video, that's for sure. There we are. Why not? I've got basil. let's go ahead and just sprinkle some basil on top. All it is flavor. The smell, it smells so good. It's not even in the oven yet. Oops, I don't want the stem. Just the leaf. There we go. Okay. While those are in the oven, 350, 15 minutes. Let's kind of go over what I'm thinking for this menu. It is going to be set up buffet style. We're expecting probably around 50 people, family and very, very close dear friends of both the bride and groom. We're thrilled that we're getting another daughter-in-law that is absolutely perfect. And she likes my cooking, so I appreciate that. So we're gonna go, I didn't know how to explain it. I told him I was gonna do Italian themed, pasta themed, but a higher end. And of course, our son is, I don't know what that means. Well, what it means is, like I said, homemade, fresh, authentic. So we're looking at an authentic, homemade lasagna. I'll be making my own pasta. We're gonna make homemade meatballs. That's gonna be on the next video. So make sure you like and subscribe, ring the bell so you get a notification. I'm gonna try to get these out every day as we develop the menu and the recipes. The stuffed shells will be on there. We're gonna have Italian sausage and peppers, meatballs, a couple different pasta dishes, along with the lasagna, salads. This is going to be a feast, and you're gonna want to tune in because all of these dishes are not complicated. That's the great thing about authentic Italian cooking, is its basic ingredients, and easy to put together. Lasagna is going to take quite a while to make, but it's a special dish. You wouldn't serve lasagna every day. But either or, we will be doing an authentic homemade lasagna. But stay tuned and like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family, neighbors to please subscribe. This is going to be about a 5 or 6 part series, and the wedding's not for quite a few months yet. It's in October, so we're not, I'm not doing any prepping or anything for that yet. We're just fine tuning some recipes. But yeah, let's get our shells out of the oven. It's about 5 more minutes, and we'll be ready to see what these look like. Guys, our shells are done. They were in the oven for 15 minutes. Everything is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let's go ahead and serve a couple of these up to see what they look like. First, a little bit of our sauce at the bottom of the plate. And I'm gonna carefully they're hot. Yeah. Look at that. Can you see that? With the sauce, with all the melted cheese. We'll add a little bit of basil to our plate just to make it look pretty. there you have it. Stuffed shells. First bite. Mm. Mm. Oh my goodness. So, the pasta is done perfectly. It's soft, but it still has not a crunch, but a slight bite to it. You know there's something there. The spinach, the spinach and ricotta filling is so light and creamy. It just melts in your mouth. And the sauce, I don't know how to describe it. It is so fresh tasting. With the fresh basil and the tomatoes, and very, very simple. Mm. I gotta stop. I'll eat all that. So that's dish number one. Give this a try. Very, very easy. It's not expensive to do. It takes about, in real time, it'll take about a half hour to do. With all the, shooting videos and stuff, it takes a little bit longer, but it's well worth it. Sunday dinner, have the family over, invite some friends, neighbors, whatever, and if you made these stuffed shells for them, they're going to be blown away. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Ring the little bell. It doesn't cost you anything at all. Nobody's going to bother you. It just lets you know when the next video comes, and the next one is coming tomorrow, probably around noon. I'm making meatballs. These are not anything like you've seen before. These are authentic Italian meatballs, homemade. They will blow your mind. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.